Hello and welcome to the last recap of Stage 2, Week 1. We're here to fill you in on anything you might have missed on Saturday. The first match of the day gave us the Philadelphia Fusion and the Florida Mayhem. Both of these teams have had a decent showing recently compared to Stage 1, but the results were not equal. Florida took a map off of New York, which was an achievement on its own, but Philly were able to dismantle Boston in a 4-0 fashion. This time around, both were looking to cement their run of good form by doing well in this matchup. Philadelphia came out swinging and easily captured both points on Hanamura. They seemed to be the one continuing their form, or at least improving on it. They were also able to hold the Mayhem to one tick at point A, creating a dominant win for themselves. The Fusion took the lead 1-0. Nepal let Mayhem fans cling to hope. The first point saw Florida get to 99% before the Fusion took it away. The second point also showed glimmers of form from Mayhem, but Philly grabbed that one too. The Fusion went to match point at 2-0. The next map in this series was Hollywood, and Philadelphia started smashing once again. The Mayhem didn't even seem like they were playing too poorly, but Fusion's current form was way too sharp for the Florida squad to deal with. With one last strong fight attempt, Philly pushed the payload to the third point. While Florida had some truly solid-looking individual plays on offense, they weren't quite able to capture point A, and gave the series to Philly 3-0. However, in the Overwatch League, there must be 4. At this point, the Mayhem were at risk of being beaten flawlessly, not capturing a single point on any of their previous maps. It didn't look like it was going to happen for them on Gibraltar, but Tix Genji was barely threatening enough to get them past the first point. However, with Philadelphia getting the payload to the end for their attack, they secured the nearly unblemished 4-0 in the series. The next matchup was expected to be one of the closest of the week. Boston and Houston have had historically close records, and the last match was close, going to the Outlaws 3-2. The first map of Hanamura gave us some strong shot calling from both teams. On the attack, Gamsu's Winston led Boston to capturing both points. Houston also displayed ruthless efficiency, ending with twice the amount of time Boston had in the bank. Boston had a solid attack in the second round, capturing point A, but Houston only needed a single tick on point B and were able to get it. Houston went up in the series 1-0. Houston also looked great on Lijiang Tower. Boston was able to make it look close on multiple occasions, but the Outlaw took the map 2-0 in the end. That meant 2-0 in the series as well. Gene Capser has always been a very fun player to watch, and he showed us why with some exceptional Doomfist play on King's Row. Boston was able to push heavily with this strategy, capturing all 3 points. Boston kept the Doomfist on defense as well. It had its moments the second time around, but wasn't quite as convincing. Houston had some tricks up their sleeves too, bringing out the Hanzo on their attack. For the second round, we saw an absolutely epic team fight from both sides, barely ending in a victory for the Outlaws. Props to both teams. They played great. However, this meant Houston was 3-0 and had won the series. Unfortunately for Boston, this meant they had to play one more map, even though they had played very well for the first 3. Gibraltar was where the crying started for Boston, as the rest was all over. The Outlaws were able to pull off a full hold and breeze through the first point. Houston took the series 4-0. Our last match of the day was an interesting one, the Shanghai Dragons against the Los Angeles Valiant. Hanamura ended up in a draw, both teams capturing every inch they could. The raw aggression of this map was definitely something to behold. Heading to Lijiang Tower, we expected it to be explosive. Our expectations became a reality as both teams came out swinging. Shanghai took the second point, but LA came back strong and went up in the series 1-0. As history has shown us, the Dragons have had great maps here and there, and have contested the best for every inch. Unfortunately, even with their strong offense on King's Row, they weren't able to get the final point. The Valiant, however, were able to scrape out the victory and put a second one in the win column. At this point, The best case for Shanghai was a draw of the series. This didn't bode well for them, as they'd have to win 2 in a row. On watch point, Gibraltar, their offense seemed to fall apart, but they had a solid defensive showing. The sad part is the Valiant were able to eventually push through and take the series 3-0. Thanks for watching the Game House Overwatch League recap, and we hope to see you next week for more action. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. From our house to yours, keep it here with the Game House for all your sports and esports needs.